and welcome to yet another live stream. Today we're going to be working on sketching Huzu. We just wanted the characters for Ascending Depths. Then once we're done doing the sketch, I'm going to start modeling some parts for him because he got some new pieces that I had to work out. Not many, but a few. Well, a lot for you, but a few for me, because I have been making a lot of pieces lately. Hello and welcome! We're sketching Huzu again. Let me see if I can raise this camera up. Just give me a sec, guys. I'll raise the camera up in a little bit. There we go. Whoop. There we go. That's a better angle. Yeah, just a sec. Hello, welcome, 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 welcome. I am sorry. Let me go ahead and open it up so I can read you guys a lot more easier. Just give me a sec here. There we go. Okay, so it says walks over, walks and covered ice, snow, and bits. Hi, Trib. Hello, welcome. Okay. Now I can actually start doodling. Which is something that I am looking forward to, and I'm definitely going to make a new armor piece for this. I had to figure out. His leg is going to be slightly. His thigh is slightly rotated. I'm going to adjust that. Because his thigh is rotated a little bit. There we go. That will do. Then go. So when it comes to these characters, they will have like a whole bunch of different pieces, as you can clearly tell. And it will go for a very unique aesthetic for this one. The part of the inspiration when it came to Huzu was kind of a little bit influenced from the anime that I was watching at the time. It's like, you know what, that is actually a like kind of interesting. So if you haven't seen Brave Police, definitely watch that. That's like a pretty good like mecha anime that has Transformers written all over it, but you know what, it kind of works since Huzu species, the Shidaki, live underground, so having them having drilling-like capabilities is definitely something that I can see being worked out. Go. And then that goes there. That goes there because it's rotated. Sora says, Brave Police, Jay Decker is awesome. Yes, it really is. I really love Brave Police. It's very awesome. Shadowmaru, best member, changed my mind. I agree. I really like Shadowmaru. I really like Power Joe a lot. Or Drill Boy is wholesome, though. Drill Boy is very wholesome. I love Drill Boy. Oh man, Drill Boy is too pure for this world. Way too pure for this world. But we love him. We love Drill Boy. Okay, so definitely keeping the angles of this. Feel like it's gonna need to be a little bit more different. I'm not gonna replicate the CCBS shell one for one. I kind of like the design of the CCBS shells that were in the shows for Hero Factory because they tend to just wrap around the entire body. That's what we really like about those shell armors, is the ability they actually wrap around the skeleton and you don't hardly ever see the skeleton. So I'm going to be trying to replicate that, which means this is going to have to condense. I'm thinking there we go. Yeah, that would do it. Trying to get the geometry and angle right for this is a little bit tricky for this part, but you know, we manage. That's the main thing, that we manage. And it's going to be completely smooth, no connection points. I might do connection points though, it's tempting. A source says, yes, your boy is pure, wholesome energy. Betson that says, Bionicle needs his own version of Marvel's What If. Yeah, it would be nice. We kind of got that with Takanuva and his adventures. Sora says, imagine trip on Hero Book. Ah, yes. Beth says, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is finally on Disney Plus. Yep, it was on Disney Plus for a couple of days now. Which is very awesome. And I have to do that. And once I'm done sketching this guy out, I'm going to be like darkening the lines a little bit. There we go. And then... You know what? His legs are starting to look very Gundam-like in a weird way. I kind of like that. I kind of like the Gundam vibe. Once I make it out of clay, however, it's going to be very much more Bionicle-like. For sure. But for what it is, it's kind of promising. We'll shorten this one out because I kind of have to in this instance. Wait a minute, that might be a little bit too high. Okay, so it says, did you say Gundam? Yes. Yes, I did. I did say Gundam. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? There's nothing you can do. The gang is on the loose. Trigger. Drifter. Bully coming through. Speaking of which, any opinions on MGSD? No opinions at this time. Haven't been able to watch a lot of anime because I've been busy. That doesn't match the aesthetic at all. I don't know why I'm adding a pre-bolt. I don't understand myself. There we go. And then because Huzu is known for a special type of armor, I'm gonna be adding that in. Matter of fact, let me shorten that. I'm gonna have to rotate this so that go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then bells out. You know, instead of vents, I'm gonna give him the dotted armor. I really like the vent armor. I'm gonna give him the vent armor that he had in the initial drawing. I don't want to scrap that idea. I kind of like the idea of him having a chameleon vibe. I'm not gonna toss that away. It's too good of an idea to just toss. There we go. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing for the feet, though. That's the only problem, is that I have no idea what to do with the feet. I'm going to make it big holes. So... There we go. 1, 2, 2. Positioning. Go ahead and do that. Okay. MGSD is the new Gundam grade, a master grade SD model kit. Bandai is starting off with the Granddaddy Gundam with this grade, obviously. Oh, that would be pretty awesome. I actually dig that idea. Fuzzbud says, Bionicle, what if? Kohatsu ate the Impossible Whopper. Oh my gosh. Atobe says, hola. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Benson says, hey everyone in the chat, what are your Bionicle what if ideas? Sora says, Jesus lizard feet? I don't know. Well, I will not show feet pics in chat for Huzu. I'm sorry. That's the one thing that is gonna be like a big no. Honestly, don't know what to do in terms of the feet. That I didn't even thought that through because I don't got a lot of feet designs. I've been drawing so many armor, heads, torsos, limbs. I forgot all about the feet. The issue is, I have a special idea in mind for the feet when it comes to this theme. So I'm gonna have to do like some independent sketching before I come with a firm basis of what type of foot to give Huzu that can be used more than just a foot. Because with the parts that I'm making, they're going to be multi-purpose. So you can use them for, like, not just feet, but hands, armor, heads even. You know, whatever. The feet aren't just feet, they're actually armor. There we go. Okay, and I'll just leave it like that. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. I may or may not ink this, but for the meantime, I'm just going to leave it as is until I come up with a solid idea. Oh, and also the joints. Forgot about the joints. There we go. And there we go. And the tail. I am not so sure what to do with the tail. But I got a pretty good idea. It's going to be using a lot of parts, though. That's the only thing. It's going to be using a lot of parts, that tail. It's the only big thing about the tail is that it's going to use a lot of parts. For the tail, you may have started to see that the tail won't be just any other tail. Okay, so Benson says Makuta versus Thanos. That will be interesting. Okay, so there we go. That part. I'll figure out what to do with the tail later, but in the meantime, I am going to go and work on these drill bits. Make them a little bit on the bigger side. There we go. Alright, let's darken this out. Which I shall be doing in a little bit here. Go. There's that. Okay, let me darken the lines and start shading for you guys. So it says, are the drills considered a giga drill? Possibly, since the drills also act as... You can't link it to anything like Gurlagon, sadly. You can't do it with this case. But you do have the ability for it to also turn into hands. So it's drills that become hands. I'm gonna darken him out. Oh yeah, now you're starting to see him better. Now that I'm darkening the lines out. That's actually a very good thing. You guys are starting to see all his details starting to pop out a little bit. I always like to do a light sketch before, you know, I darken the line work. I only darken the line work when I'm certain, yes, this is how I want something to look like. Now, I always do it light first before I go in with the dark. Which there is some appeal when it comes to that. And he does have some spike armor parts. I kind of like the spikiness that he had in the original. Matter of fact, I could probably pull up the original artwork once I'm done. Darkening the line work so you guys can see like the variation between this newer design compared to the older one. Just so you guys can see, like, the level of growth this particular design has went through. Which has been fairly extensive. Gonna have to sharpen this again. So it says, girl again, aka let's drill through everything! Yes, because that's how you do things, you know, you fix things by drilling into them. You know, shoot, you can fix anything with a drill. I mean, shoot, like broken statue, drill through it. Broken marriage, you can drill through that. Cancer, just drill right through. Okay, maybe not cancer, but you know, there's a lot of possibilities you can do through drilling things that not a lot of people consider. But you know what? There is a thing for everyone in this world. There is something for everybody to go ahead and digest. Not saying that you should digest a drill. It's actually very bad to digest a drill. Wouldn't recommend it. It would certainly put a hole in your appetite, so would not recommend at all. But you know what? I'm just laying it out there just in case. If anybody's confused, do not eat a drill. Don't do it. There's much more healthier things to consume. I can assure you, there are healthier things to consume. And let me start drawing in this head. I might make the head. Well, it's not a head, it's a mask that Huzu is wearing. Styled kind of like a helmet, but still. You know, it's a thing that exists. It's a thing that exists. Might have to sharpen this a little bit more for a finer point. I think I might need to fix the perspective a little bit on this head. I got the perspective a little bit off. So long as I got the idea, that's all that matters really. So long as I have the idea. You know, that's all that matters. As long as you have an idea and you know exactly what you want to do, just go ahead and do it. Simple as that. Just do it. What are you waiting for? Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it, people. Just do it. What are you waiting for? Your ideas aren't going to grow on trees by themselves. How to water them. How to give it some nutritional value. You gotta believe. Gotta believe. If you know what's right and you got the means to do it, by all means, just do it. Time itself is a very limited window. So make best of it. Okay. So Bethany says, but what if it's a meatless drill? Well, if it's meatless, then, well, at least it hasn't met its standards yet. Bethany says, true. Trev watches The Watchers. Yes, indeed. I do watch the Watchers. So it says, Huzu wear a hard hat? Yeah, basically. Tahu says, myself Mock needs painted pieces since he is the second Toa ever made. That's cool. And it's still a Toa of gravity. That's very awesome, Tahu, Uniter of Fire. And I need to cut pieces, but I'm getting tired of using broken and cut pieces. I feel you. If you need more pieces, just let me know. Benson says, Dark Bionicle, what if? What if Tahu became a villain in the Bionicle universe, says Benson. That would be interesting. Yeah. I'm missing something. Yeah. I'm missing that. That's what I'm missing. There we go. You know, the funny part about making, like, your own, like, buildable figures is, like, you could basically do whatever you want. Like, I'm going in at the perspective of just rule of cool. Because I can. And I'm making it. So if I want, like, a freaking excavator bucket on the back of my dude, I'm gonna put an excavator bucket in the back of my dude. Enough said. No one can stop me. I can do whatever I want. And it's gonna be the best. Naturally. Naturally the best. And of course, that will be scooping. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add some volume in that. There we go. That has volume now. Beth Benny says, I can do anything, Jebel Trip. Sora says, this is a bucket. Exactly. Bucket. Bucket. Who doesn't want a bucket? You want a bucket? I want a bucket. We all get a bucket. Bucket. I'll submit to bucket. Bucket is truth. Bucket is justice. Bucket contains. Bucket transports the soul. Return to bucket. All you need is bucket. Bucket understands. Bucket believes. Bucket is peace and prosperity. All you need is bucket. Tyler United says, why do I always lose at Uno? Because you journey to 1. And you can't get any less than 1. You always get more. You end up with 1, but then, boom, you end up with more somehow. Tyler United says, Bucket Prime! Bethany says, I would have remained in the primordial bucket if I knew there were going to be days like this. Yes, Tahu says, auto buckets, roll out! Hell yeah. Gotta keep an eye on the time here. 3 minutes ago. Okay, that's not bad. Oh wow, that's off. Okay, so in a few minutes I'm gonna start modeling so that we can keep the pace and keep up in terms of like content for this half of basically all of this. So in a little bit, we're gonna be playing around with some clay. Since we got an idea for new head, new drill bits, new for me. All this is new for you, but there's a few things that are new for me. The torso is already made. The armor is already made. Most of the armor is already made and sculpted. So, but drill, head, bucket are the main ones that I have to make in this video. So I'll be sure to go ahead and do that so you guys can enjoy and see in the process and how that's actually made. Old school style. A lot of old school style in this video. A lot of old school. Gosh darn it, I'm gonna have to tilt Huzu to the side here. Do I have... Yeah, I did. Okay. So it says... Haha, nice reply, Trib. Thank you. Tyler United says, Sora, what? Sora says, his reply to your comment. Benton says, fine, what if Bionicle and Hero Factory had a crossover? They kind of do if you make add some, like, fandom into the mix. Yeah, Tahu United says it wasn't canon, though. Yeah, it's not canon, but, I mean... I have an idea that Mr. Makuro might actually be a great being. Who knows? He's building the Hero Factory. He might be a great being. Who knows? It might be canon. Okay, guys. We're going to play with some clay. Now that I have a drill... head, bucket. We're gonna start off with bucket first because so that I can get into the groove. Once I'm in the groove, Then I make drill, and then from there we make head. I'm gonna make some head. All right. Woo! Okay. We're gonna put Huzu in a corner. Gonna lower this, actually. I think I'm gonna lower it. Because we're gonna be working on tiny things. Tile Uniter says, I just realized. Were you standing here when you realized? Benson says, what if Takanuva became Doctor Strange? I don't know. Tile Uniter says, moonlight is a reflection of sunlight, meaning vampires can't be out in sunlight or moonlight. Yeah, but I guess the light reflecting off the moon isn't potent or strong enough. Either that, or I'm guessing, because moonlight illuminates but does not warm. It doesn't warm things. The sunlight does. So if anything, the vampires aren't so much like affected by just light in general, but probably due to just heat and radiation from the sun. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. We'll start with some foil. And then metal, tools, and slap that clay. Okay. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna cool my hands a little bit. They're a little bit on the warm side. Okay. Well, yeah, if I'm gonna make bucket, I'm gonna need a box. There we go. So if I'm gonna get a box, that means I'm gonna have to get cardboard first. Gosh dang it. So I got cardboard. I'm gonna go cut it. Oh, that's tilted. Okay, pencil. Oh yeah, I have pencils. There we go. So I'm thinking about. Let's see here. I think I'll go about. We'll make it a 5, so 41.5. 41.5 by 41.5. That should do it. 41.5 by 41.5. I'm gonna need something darker than that. There we go. Wait a minute, I have pens. What am I thinking? I got pens. I am so smart. Oh my gosh, I'm a genius. I'm a genius in so many ways. There we go. And there we go. There we go, that's more precise. There we go. My child would remain a furry, says Sora. Music. Sora, what the heck are you saying? Musikuma? Musikuma? What? Is that the language of the gods? My God. The language of the gods. Who could have ever predicted that we would hear the language of the dogs? Dogs? Gods! Not dogs. Oh, language of the dogs. Oh my God. Oh, I ruined that in the best way possible. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Music man. Oh! Music Man! Hey, I love Music Man. I love Music Man from Security Breach. That's probably like the best part of that game, besides Gigamonti, of course. Besides our Lord and Savior Gigamonti. That's probably like the best thing that has ever happened in that game. I'm making squares for the clay because I'm making a bucket. So, to save on clay, what I do is I get the cardboard and use it to make the bucket. Now the drill will be easier because the only thing I had to do is really crumple up some foil and I'm good to go. But if I want the inner dimensions of the bucket to stay relatively the way I want it to be, then it does in fact need to have some type of shelling with for the bucket. And I'm gonna go ahead and make one more. I think I'll do one more, then I can... Actually, I'm gonna need to make several. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna have to make several. I had to make several tiles. You know, it reminds me one time in college, when I was going to college, I made this board game where, based off of the Native American Indians and reflecting like how like certain tribes would collect like resources and so forth, so that they can like survive and thrive. And the interesting thing about this board game was the fact that the board itself was automatically generated. You can automatically generate your own world. Basically, think about Minecraft, but it was a board game. That's basically what it was, in simplest layman's terms. If you really want to go ahead and look at it from that perspective, that's basically what it was. But if I didn't make that board game, I wouldn't have been accepted into another college due to how innovative that particular board game was. Which I was like very satisfied with that particular board game. Turned out surprisingly well for what it was. Turned out surprisingly well. I'm gonna cut one more. Because it's a 1/4 inch each cardboard piece, and already I'm at 1 inch already. A little over. Probably 1.5 now. Or, in this case, 175. 1.75 to be exact. Which should be enough. Get the 4. Yeah, 1.75. Yeah, that should do it. That should do it. That's a thick bucket. That's going to be a thick bucket. It's going to be a deep scoop. Very deep scoop. So I can go ahead and carve that. And of course, after I glue it, I'm going to have to glue it. So as that is being glued, I'm going to go ahead and get some glue. Sora says, Trib, what did you do? You revealed the truth. What if Bionicle was an anime? I don't know. Sora says, that's Journey to One. Atobe said, sounds like a cool game. Well, the intention, but they had poor writing. Trip, look, a vortex. Where? Where's the vortex? I need it. I need it in my life. I need a vortex in my life. I miss vortex. I must have the vortex. I must. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave that there. Whew. So, as this is going to be glued together, I'm gonna make sure that I'm going to probably work on the drill, since this is going to take some time to harden with the and dry out, but whatever. I knew what I was getting myself into. Rest assured, I totally was. This is going to be a very big bucket. And of course, I'm going to cut this bucket. There's going to be indentation because it's going to need the indentation, the bucket. But it's more precise to have this glued together, and then you can go ahead and cut off the angle that you want, instead of just straight up trying to make the angle, which is going to be more hassle. This is the more lazy way to do it. But it's a way you could do it. And here I was expecting hot glue. I could use the hot glue gun. I could. But that's going to lose its form very quickly. And especially if I'm going to have to, like, put it in the oven, because this type of clay, it needs to go in the oven. And that's going to be a very messy situation. I'm not looking forward to that messy situation, so we're not going to do that messy situation at all. No. No. We're not going to do that. We are not going to do that at all. We're going to do this the very special way. Oh yeah, I had it over there. Yeah. Let's make this drill. Now the thing is to sculpt the whole thing in foil. And if I sculpt the whole thing in foil, more likely I'll be able to make the cone. Very thick cone. Hold on, I need to figure. Oh! I got an idea! Oh my gosh, I got an idea! Oh, I got an idea! Yeah, baby! Let's go! Oh man! Gears! Oh! Ooh. Yes. Okay, so that is gonna need to. I'm gonna have to compress this a little bit. Smacks bag on table. Gears, said Sora. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that will do it. That will do it. And then from there, I can be able to sculpt the teeth. Already, this looks like pretty cool. Already. But we're gonna go a little step further. I'm gonna keep the gear out. As a matter of fact, I don't want to use the black one. So I'm gonna use the light gray one. The ashier, the better. Okay. I'm done with that. Let me slide this over to that. Benson says Bionicle cheese again. Yep. It's Bionicle cheese, alright, baby. You better believe it. Tahu says Bionicle peppers. Oh man, I wish I had Bionicle peppers. I'm gonna have to find a better place for the. I'll put it on the floor. I have enough floor space now, so whatever. I'm gonna have to cool down my hands again. They got warm. Where's this bag from? Why is it here? Why does it exist? Whatever. Oh, it was for the clay. I have 2 bags for clay. I knew that. I'm very smart. Atobe says, Bionicle wife. Alright, chat. Who would you pick to be your Bionicle wife? Since Atobe has brought it up. You had to answer now. You have no choice but to answer. Sora says, somebody give Trip a mini fridge. Oh, that would be so nice. That's a total advice. I would greatly appreciate that. So I don't have to keep running back and forth trying to keep my hands cold. Because the colder the hands are, the more quicker I can go ahead and make stuff. I work better in cold. Because if my hands get too warm, they start breaking out. Even though I do like summer, I also really like the winter. Okay. Whoop. I think that's ready. Okay, Zoe says Rudaka. I hope the relationship will be stable because, my goodness, that is going to be very rocky and probably very exciting at the same time. Benson says, somebody give Trip a Bionicle Minecraft world. Yeah. Source says, if I had to choose, it'd be Lariska. Man, why is everybody choosing the deadly ones? Everybody's choosing the deadly. I guess there's an appeal for it, I suppose. There must be an appeal for it. One that I fully respect. Mind you. Okay, so gotta make a point. Tahu says, personally, I choose Holly. Okay, that might be safer. Yeah, yeah. She has a bit of an attitude, but, you know, that's a good choice. That's a good choice. That's a good choice. Zoe says, well, if she wasn't such a simp for Makuta. Yeah, that's like a very dangerous love triangle if there ever was one. Okay. I should have put a stick or something at the end of this thing. So I don't get my fingerprints all over it. Oh, well. You know, it looks like a Toa stone. It kind of looks like a Toa stone that I'm making. I have like that kind of, it has that kind of feel. Kind of looks like a Toa stone. In its own way. Kind of like that. That it kind of looks like a Toa stone. Okay. So, Toa says, I'd pick Holly, but I don't want Jollard to burn me alive. Yeah. Well, it's better Jollard than Hookie, honestly. So it says, but yeah, if I want true no Bionicle waifu, it's CD Sturson from Durarara. Ah, okay. Tahu says, Bionicle beans! Tahu says, toaststones are basically frozen beans. Yeah, I guess I can see that. Bionicle Toa figure celebrity. Ryan Reynolds, Kopaka. Okay. Yeah, I believe you. They're kind of like beans in their own way. I think I might need the other tool for rolling this out. And then smooth it all over again. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now it's time for the wormy dealies. I'm gonna make some wormy dealies and make this look more like a drill. Okay. Sorry says coffee is just bean soup. Everything is beans, really. Oh my gosh. You guys are something else. But I love you. I love you all. Even if you're weird. Oh great, I think I absorbed a piece from... I was kit bashing earlier, so... There's some flakes from the... Working on a model kit. There we go. I've got very inconsistent stuff going on. Oh yeah, I need tweezers. I need tweezers. There we go. Somehow that worked. Very well. Just plop it on and... It's all one ever really needs to do. Just plop something on and it will work out perfectly fine. And then have that roll like that. And we can adjust that a little bit. Oh God. Why did I do that? That was a terrible mistake. That was a very terrible mistake, but I did it. I'm doing it. It's a bad idea, but I am smooshing the wormy dealy. But I probably shouldn't have smooshed the wormy dealy. It was perfect. Oh God. Why did I smoosh the wormy daily? Some things are not meant to be smooshed. Smoosh bad. Smoosh very, very bad. But I just needed to make sure it was secure. Come on. No. No, that's illegal. That is illegal. That you are not supposed to do that. That is very much illegal. Why are you doing this? That is illegal. Do not do that. Why did you break? That was very illegal. There we go. I am proud of you, Wormy Dealy. You did your job. And I couldn't be happier. There we go. There we go. Starting to look a little bit more like a drill. Ah! There we go. Alright, that's better. And I tried to do it again. Not happy with that one. I'm gonna try it again. Probably I'll do it better in the second try. Let me go ahead and cool down my hands again. They're getting warm. Because it's getting 9 degrees out, so things are getting like a little bit warm on my end, so. There we go. Let's try this again. Yep. That will do. And now I will show you how to fold a burrito. Usually, when you go ahead and fold a burrito, you put whatever you want in the middle. Go ahead, loop the booty. Make sure booty is looped and firm. And then you fold this side of the tortilla up. Make sure the fold is going inward. You do that, and then you fold the other side. And then there you go. You have the burrito drill. There we go. That was probably the better way to mold that. There we go. And to ensure I don't go anywhere, I'm gonna go chop a little doodad. With this platform, I make my destiny. It's beautiful. Perfect. That's all I needed in life. To make sure that it don't go anywhere, should have the pliers right over here. Now I'll use this one. Looks more empty, this one. One, two. Got 2 pieces. Make a mangled knot of whatever the hell this is going to be. Smoosh it. Make sure it don't go anywhere. Do that and do that. Then I shall obtain the prickly dickly. 1 prickly dickly, 2 prickly dicklies, 3 prickly dicklies, 4 prickly dicklies. Three. Okay, that will be too long. Short. There we go. Now stay in place. Now we get some wormy dealies. And with the wormy dealies, I'll just make one consistent wormy dealie. So it just wraps all the way around it. Now this wormy dealie is going to be very long. Which is a good thing, because it's going to have to be long. In order for it to do the thing it's supposed to do. This is the longest wormy dealie I have ever made in my life. There we go. Boop. Boop. And we start with this angle here. Oh. Allowed to do that. You're not allowed. Not allowed. There we go. And then, whoop, trim that. And then I can finally take this off. And then